Hello, this is Wendy from Tai Chi, The Way of Life. If you can subscribe to my YouTube channel by pressing on the subscribe button directly below this video, that would be absolutely wonderful. All right, okay, so believe it or not, COVID is still affecting my work. I have several homes, care homes, still in lockdown because there are cases with COVID. So yeah, I don't know, by having me going in would actually, when I'm all masked up and whatever not, and had my jabs and stuff, and how I can actually increase infection. I don't know. I don't have any close contact with any of the residents. But anyway, that's my little rant, and that's why I am here doing a video, because I can't go to work. I can't work even though I really wanted to work. Anyway, let's not talk about that. So if you have read the post, I was talking about how Tai Chi is internal art. And so I don't know whether people, you know, especially if you don't do Tai Chi, whether you know what internal art is. A lot of people think about it's a spiritual thing. Guess it can be if you really want to bring that in, but my belief, my faith in Jesus Christ has nothing to do with my Tai Chi training. My Tai Chi training is for health, and as I have indicated in the past, that majority of the time when I teach Tai Chi, it is for mental wellness and mobility and strength, pain management, anxiety and stress. So not really touching on, you know, spiritual stuff, just simply by, you know, relaxing and connecting the body, making alignment, good posture, abdominal breathing, you know, very, very, very simple things. Releasing the tension from our soft tissues can actually improve a lot of those things that I have suggested alone. Obviously, there's so much more to it, and it does help with mental wellness and physical wellness. There's no two ways about it. There's no doubt about it at all. And I use Tai Chi to keep my left shoulder and my right, well, my left hip as well, but my right sciatica at bay. Okay, because it opens my hip joints, it opens my shoulder joint, and it does really keep them more healthy than it would be. So this video is about internal art, and I'm going to do my very, very best to demonstrate that, how when I do a movement internally, and when I am not exactly the same movement, but one internally and one not. Okay, so when we say internally, it's because we're connecting our body and not moving my arm or my leg or my body in separately. And it takes practice to do that. And some of the things I'm going to do, probably some of you think, what you're talking about, you did. So very, very often I tell my student that I haven't moved my arm. I haven't even moved anything, but I've made this movement, okay, which I am going to show you now. And I know loads of you don't understand it, will think this is hilarious. But anyway, if you think it's hilarious, at least I made you laugh. But if you understand it, I hope it's probably, you know, either, you know, yeah, I know exactly what you mean, or you think, I would like to do that too. Okay, so I'm going to step back. My My microphone is flat, so I hope you can still hear me. All right, so I'm going to step away and I'm going to stand about there. So I'm just going to go into my stance as normal. And so I'm in a parallel, a horse stance. So I'm going to face that way. So I'm actually going to do it how I would normally do it, or some of you would call it internal. So I'm going to, you know, the famous Tai Chi movement where, you know, you're holding the ball and stepping out, that. Okay, so I'm actually going to do exactly that. So I'm going to start by just, you know, in this position, and so I've kind of done part of the horse's mane there. So that's what I normally do. So if I don't do what I normally do, then it might look like this. I don't know whether you can see the difference between that. So I'm going to do that one again, and then the other one again. Right, I can't do it like this, to be honest with you. Right, so I'm going to have my arm in the same place. Okay, so that's what I called external. So what I've done there, I have to lift my arm up, then I have to do this with my arm, and then I have to move this leg, and then I have to step out, and I have to move my arm across to here to do part of the horse's mane. But I don't like it like that, so this is what I called internal. So I'm connecting, so my arm's down here, so I have done exactly the same movement, but I did not lift my arm using my shoulder. My arms did rise, but I didn't use it from my shoulder. Okay. Okay, I don't know whether you agree with that. So my arm did come up, but I didn't do this with my shoulders. It did come up, and then I didn't do this to make my arm goes that way. All right. And I'm going to step out. So my arms, I'm not going to do that with my arm, but this. So that's what I call the internal movement, when I'm not doing the movement separately, going, lifting my arms, or lifting my arms, turning, then step around, then step and do that, and then go back. So I've turned that way. So I turn that way without having to shift my weight back. So I would there. I don't know whether you could see the difference between those differences in the when I said I was doing them internally, and when I'm just doing them externally, moving my arms and my legs separately. So I know I always do this with saying to my student, when I'm in this position, when I face that way, I have not moved anything. Because to me, I have not gone like this with my leg, or gone like this with my arm, or gone like this with my arm. But I didn't move anything physically, but I am going to go to that direction. Okay. Right. I did say some of you are going to be laughing at me and thinking, what the heck is she talking about? I can explain a little bit more, but you're going to think, yeah, right. Again, unless you are familiar with this. So I'm going to do it one more time. Very slowly. Okay, there we are. So that's how I would do it. I think probably most people would. Like I said, this is external because I have to lift my arm on its own, then turn just using my arm, and then I go like this. I step out and I move my arm across. All right, so that for me is external art. Right, I did say something about a sword form. I've been playing around with sword, but honestly, I am playing around. I'm very, very bad at it, but I thought it might be entertaining for you. So I only remember a little bit of this. So let's see. See how we get. There we are. So again, this bit here. All right, I do a little bit more because I think this is really cool. Shall I stand a bit this way? Okay, so again, so the last bit there, so we could have gone like this, which I think, so if I'd stand sideways, so I could have gone like this, but I don't have to, I do that. All right, so again, the first one, I'm going out, so using my shoulder, the thrust, but slightly different. All right, maybe you've seen the difference, maybe you can't. Yeah, so that's my take on just trying to demonstrate the difference between the internal and external art. Okay, so thank you for watching. I hope you find it a little bit entertaining. Yes, as I said, I have been playing with the sword form. Just started probably a little while ago, and maybe with this lack of work, I've got more time again to do some more training, which you know, I have been busy. Anyway, it was lovely to come online again. It was lovely to make this video for you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, I am going to repeat myself. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would be lovely just by clicking on the word subscribe directly below this video. Thank you very much again for watching. It's Wendy from Tai Chi, the Way of Life. Bye-bye for now, and God bless.